YouTubers, Mike Martin's here with the Mike Martin's channel. Guys, thanks for joining me for Morning Coffee with Mike. Man, is it a pleasant morning. It is gorgeous. It is above 8 centigrade. It's going to be like above 5 to 8 centigrade every day for the next week and a half. So I'm kind of excited for that. Hope everyone's doing well out there. I'm doing well. We're keeping it together. How are you keeping it together? I hope you're doing okay out there. I really do. Thanks for sending me all the show tips on Instagram. Guys, go ahead and Instagram me show tips. The parlor is down. I tried going to parlor today. It's down. So anybody that's but there's actually states or cities fighting back against that, and we're going to take a look at that right now on Morning Coffee with Mike. All right, so let's go, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. No one ever subscribes to this thing, but it doesn't matter. People watch it. So, guys, don't forget to set your reminders for tomorrow's show, 2021, the Year of the Bull, Commonwealth for Common Folks. That's the name of the show. Somebody gave me that idea in the comments, and I took it. Commonwealth for Common Folks, where we discuss housing, we discuss stocks. We're going to look at the stocks we looked at last week, all kinds of stuff. So let's keep an eye on that. So, talking about real estate, investments, whatever, man, crypto, whatever you guys want to talk about. All right, guys, here's my Instagram, Mike Martin's Official. Go ahead and follow me on there, and I will see if I could read your link. All right, so we have problems. Dire 2022 Covey warning for Australia. So again, here it is again. They're force feeding. This is from 13 minutes ago. I want to share this one with you because it starts in Australia usually, or Canada. It's one of the two. Canada kind of wants to be on the front lines, where Canada would be like to Australia, 2022 Covey warnings for Australia. 2025 Covey warnings for Canada. Yeah. And that's how Canada is. You got to watch out. If we find life on Mars, our government will send the money. So watch out for that too. So leading infection disease expert has warned Australia will be facing a Covey restrictions heading into 2022 despite the rollout of the vaccine. So what's the point of the vaccine? But we read yesterday that if you do get the vaccine, that you'll still have a chance to get it anyway. So what the heck is going on? What are they forcing us, right? So there it is. Professor from the Australian National University Medical School also dashed the hopes of those looking to head overseas toward the end of this year, warning a period of quarantine will likely be expected on their return. So they're going to make it tough for Australians to go ahead and do their day-to-days or travel or look forward to something. Because travel, to me, is like almost like a little milestone in life, a little bit of education in life, a little bit of movement, a little bit of, especially when you go to places you've never been to. It's always a learning experience, and they're taking that away from us, right? So do you think Australians will be allowed to travel overseas in 2021? Yes, I think so. No, so this is it. So, yes, I think we will. So only 21% have voted that they believe that Australians will be allowed to travel in 2021%. I voted yes, I think we will, 21%. No, I'm not hopeful, 79%. I hope they will. I really hope so. Herd immunity more than a year away, WHO warns. The World Health Organization warned on Monday, despite the rollout of the vaccine in some countries, herd immunity is not likely to happen in 2021. Of course it's not, right? So if you look at the timing of this, and you look at the timing of Canada trying to have an early election, they're just going to do the whole mail-in ballot fiasco they did in the U.S. That's all they're going to do. And the Liberals will concede power for 4 more years. But what's the story going to be in 4 years from now to continue keeping people in power that shouldn't be in power? They're going to find out ways, or they're going to bring in more people to vote for them. I don't even know anymore what's going on with that. So there it is right there. So you think you know, eh? Everyone thinks they know. Look at this. Facebook locks out Ron Paul following a column criticizing big tech censorship. So if you criticize big tech, you are done. You are done. So there it is right there. So Ron Paul is basically getting raked over the coals. Now, for those of you who don't know who Dr. Ron Paul is, he would have been a perfect president over the Obama administration. He would have been the president that stopped all the wars, pulled everyone out of the Middle East, instead of dropping them love bombs that Obama did. You wouldn't have seen a Fast and Furious scandal with the Mexicans and the cartels. Yeah, look it up and see how great the previous president before Trump was. So there it is. On Monday night, Facebook spokesperson told the reason that it was mistakenly locked. Mistakenly. They could go to hell mistakenly. How about that? Ontario should impose full lockdown, close big box stores. Now, here we go. Here we go. Ontario said it first. Ontario is a province in eastern Canada, south of Quebec. And it says basically, Ontario should impose full lockdown, close big box stores. There it is right there. There you got it. Now, this is when the food distribution is going to be a big problem. So now if they want to close the big box store, I mean, are they going to leave the liquor stores and marijuana stores open? I don't know. Toronto Mayor John Tory said the province should move urgent, to impose a full lockdown similar to the one implemented during the first wave of Covey. So they want to do a major lockdown and close all big box stores. Let's move on. Idaho internet provider blocks Facebook and Twitter. There you go. Internet providers are blocking Facebook and Twitter. So internet providers are going to just start doing what they want to do, because in the end, it's not who controls the algorithms and who blocks people. It's who controls the bandwidth. Who controls the bandwidth. And that is very, very important. Who controls the bandwidth is who controls everything. So there it is right there. I kind of wanted to show this to you guys there. Idaho internet provider blocks Facebook and Twitter. All right, let's move on. At least 4 million Canadians need to be vaccinated before reopening the economy. Royal Bank of Canada CEO says. Royal Bank of Canada says? Royal Bank of Canada says? Are they so the Royal Bank of Canada CEO says, I'm saying this because this is so what? So they're going to follow? So at least 4 million Canadians need to be vaccinated before reopening the economy. And that is a major, major issue, because when they start talking like this, this is what happens. So RBC CEO says. RBC CEO said. He said it. Yeah, I work for RBC. I'm a banker. I'm going to tell you how many Canadians need to be vaccinated. The question is he going to be vaccinated? That's the main question no one's asking, right? All right, let's move it along. Leaders urge for more testing as mystery cases continue to emerge as it happens. New South Wales, this is out of Australia, New South Wales Premier concerned over low testing levels as state grapples with growing number of mystery cases. Partner of Brisbane hotel quarantine cleaner who contracted the new COVID strain tested positive. So there it is. The blog is closed. So there it is right there. They need more testing. But they stopped testing in Florida. They stopped distancing in Florida. They stopped mask wearing in Florida for a while now. And the flu levels are at the same levels that they were back in 2017. So something isn't right. Something definitely is not right. Because Florida must be on a different plane or a different planet or on a different dimension. Oh yeah, a different dimension. So there it is right there. So there it is. I kind of wanted to throw that out there. Leaders urge for more testing as mystery cases continue to emerge as it happens. So mystery cases. So this mystery cases could go on for the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years. 100 years from now. They tried with the global warming back in the 1890s, 1880s, trying to charge farmers for the methane from their cows, and farmers told them to go to hell. And they tried then they tried climate change, and they tried, it's been happening, and they've always found ways. Now, carbon tax is the new one. So there it is. Let's move it on. Excellent collaboration, but dozens of $1,550 fines on first night of Quebec's COVID-19 curfew. So in Quebec, if you're out after a certain hour, even if you got, I'm not even going to get into that. The police will stop you. What do homeless people do? There's tons of people. So they're protesting in Quebec, Canada right now, disobeying the lockdown. There it is right there. There's the empty streets in Quebec. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. See, a lot of these people that are implementing these laws don't have to worry where they're going to get their next meal from or how they're going to be paying their rent or their homes that they own. They're not worried about that because they're the ones implementing the fines. It's the people that need to live their lives that have to deal with that issue. That's not the government's problem. That's their issue. So this is the problem now. $1,555 fines for people. Let's move it on. Okay, people. Oh, this is from the London Telegraph. Let's see if I could refresh this so I don't have to buy. People with common colds testing positive. positive for Covey may simply be asymptomatic cases, experts say. Okay, so there it is. I can't see it. They want me to pay to read an article. Okay, let's move on. Kelowna, that's in British Columbia, Canada. Church says it will continue to defy health order, fight fines in court. So there it is. There's churches that are saying, you know what, we're done with this. A Kelowna church remains defiant in its refusal to abide by the COVID-19 public health order prohibiting mass gatherings, and it said it will fight the fines in court. There you go, $2,300 fine. Organizer was slapped with a $2,300 fine, and there they are. People, Kelowna RCP officer could be seen speaking with Lucier outside the building, but she was not immediately issued a fine. So there it is there. They're trying to shut things down and put things into their perspective, what they think is better for us. And New Zealand's contact tracing wearable device launched in U.S. already in use by medium-sized and large businesses and organizations. So contact tracing wearable device. So what they want to do is they want to know where you're going, who you're in contact with, who have you been in contact with, and who you're going to go. And they're going to start tracking everywhere you're going to go to find out if you've been in contact with an infected person that tests positive. We mostly everyone will test positive the way they're testing this, right? Asia Today, New Zealand requiring virus tests for visitors. This is kind of good in a way where it protects New Zealand selling off to the highest bidder. But is it visitors? Okay, well, it says visitors, so we're not going to break down that title anymore. It says, new rules will require travelers to have a negative test within 72 hours of departure. The rules would be imposed on travelers from the U.S., and the UK from Friday, most of the countries soon after. Okay, so it's just English-speaking countries. Caucasian countries. They don't care if it's from, okay, all right. So I guess they put that on there to throw you off, right? Okay. President Donald J. Trump approves District of Columbia emergency declaration. So there it is. So he implemented a District of Columbia emergency declaration. And COVID, marshal is sacked for chasing down an innocent man, aggressively searching him and threatening him with arrest while he was on his way home from the shops. So there it is. Let's see if they got this guy was walking home from the shops. He was chased down, and basically, is this in England or this is Australia? Sorry. So Floyd, 44, was smoking a cigarette as he walked home with supplies. He said COVID marshal abused his position and chased and grabbing him in Kent. He left him shaken but innocent by incident after he was falsely accused of using cannabis. Wow. So there's all kinds going on. I mean, police now with those clip-on ties. You know how we feel about clip-on tie authority figures. Where are the cats? Melbourne police seek armed man who stormed animal shelter. Man dressed in military-style clothes ties up worker at Lost Dogs home and West and demands to know where the cats are. Oh my God. Yeah. So you can continue reading that on your own if you want. Australia's acting Prime Minister, all lives matter, comment labeled beyond disgusting. So if you say all lives matter and all people on this planet matter, all of us were born equally, is beyond disgusting. So it is. Greens accuse coalition of government of trying to win votes from a rabble of far-right nationalists, racist, and conspiracy theorists after Michael McCormick's remarks. So there it is. You say all lives matter. Australia's acting Prime Minister has been criticized for beyond disgusting comments after he stated that all lives matter when defending previous comments comparing the deadly U.S. Capitol siege to Black Lives Matter protests. No, you can't compare them because Black Lives Matter's protests completely charred and destroyed businesses of middle Americans who now are not getting insurance money from their insurance premiums. They can't cash in their insurance right now, and the insurance is saying, well, you might be showing your store. This is an excuse that was told to me. Your store might be showing a sign of white privilege, and that's why it was attacked, and it's your fault, and we're not insuring your store for burning down from riots. So that's what's happening right now. No, the riots burnt and charred cities right to the ground, and a lot of middle American businesses will not reopen and not be paying their taxes to fund the public sector. Oh, wait, the public sector is actually funded by printing off money. Printer goes burr. All right, let's keep going here. We're almost done, guys. I've been taking too much of your time already. So here it is. Calgary Freedom Walk takes on vacationing UPC MLAs in latest demonstrations. So we've been seeing a lot of people protesting against members of parliament protesting on the streets of the members of parliament that have been taking vacations overseas to warmer climates because they can't handle the cold in Canada. The Prime Minister of Canada commits up to $55 million to reduce land degradation at virtual biodiversity summit. I can't even read that, but our Canadian government basically says Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced that Canada would commit up to $55 million to the United Nations initiative aimed at preventing further degradation of land and protecting vital ecosystems. So again, more money going to God knows what. And Canada's always first in front for that. Curfew now in effect across Quebec. Heavily police presence is expected. It's from 2 days ago. And I've gotten messages from people that the police are everywhere and drones. And Biden said he will defeat the NRA while in office. I looked this up and it's true. He's working on removing the NRA. Basically, the Rifle Association, Gun Association, Don't Tread on Me in the United States. Basically shutting them down. And obviously, there you go. Ontario, right now, declares second state of emergency, issue stay-at-home order right now. Breaking news. I don't even subscribe to this. This is global news. I do not subscribe to global news. I do not want any of the notifications, but I still get them here regardless. And there it is. State of emergency, issue stay-at-home order. Wow. Guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. This is actually a very big deal. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And also, don't forget to send me your show tips on Instagram from all over the Commonwealth and the United States. If you guys want to send me some information, go ahead and do that. Lots of love, guys. Enjoy your coffee. I hope these articles were helpful in today's what's going to happen today theory, right? Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Big hug. I have spoken.